Hello, it's Nick from North Andover Cam here, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up and use the Sennheiser wireless microphone system. Now we have both the handheld microphone and the lavalier microphone versions of this system, and they work very similarly, so we're going to run through both of them for you today. We're going to start by showing you how to put the batteries in the different pieces and turn them all on. So here we have the wireless handheld in the system. And to open this one up to put batteries in it, you'll see there's a seam right here next to the screen. So we're just going to grip the two halves of it, and then gently we're going to just crack it open like this so it starts spinning, and that's going to expose the battery compartment. Right here it shows you what side the plus side of the batteries go. So we'll just open up that flap. We'll grab some AA batteries. We will put our batteries in. Make sure they're in there nice. Then we're going to close the cap and then put it back in and screw it shut until it is nice and secure. Not going to open up in the middle or anything. So then on the bottom here, we have this red button. That's the power button. So we're going to hold down the power button while we look at this screen on the side of the microphone right here. So we're going to hold that down, look at the screen, and you see that it is now on. The screen has turned on, and that means our microphone is on. You see if I talk into it here, and if I make some noise in front of it, you'll see that the meter right there is going up, which means that this half of the system is working. Now if you have a piece of the system that is either one of the wireless lavalier packs or any of the receivers for the system, then the packs for that are going to look just like this. And turning them on and putting the batteries inside them is the same, either if it's a receiver or one of the wireless lav packs. So we'll start here by, on the sides, there are these two little buttons. So we're going to just push those in and then open up the flap. And this will be our battery compartment right here. So take two more AA batteries, find where the positive side is. I'll lay these in right there. And then also underneath this flap, you have your two main control buttons. So we're going to hold down the on-off button, and our light comes on and our screen powers up. So that's how we know that is on. And then the set button right there is how you enter the menu to control the various settings. So you hit set to enter the menu, and then you control the menus using the up and down arrows right here. So we're just gonna press the on off to get out of the menu. And then we can close this back up, press down. It's not gonna open up on us, and our screen is still working, and our microphone is on. Now we're gonna talk about connecting these microphones to different sources. So all of the receivers for these have an XLR cable that comes out of them from here. And that is going to be able to plug into most any device that we would want it. I'm actually using one of these right now with this camera to record this video. So it's just plugged into the side of the camera up there. This can also plug into an audio board, a mixer, a PA system, anything that accepts XLR inputs. This can plug right into. And you'll see if I turn this one on right here. I have so this is our receiver, and then I have the transmitter with the wireless lav right here. Now I'm going to put this up to the camera, and I'm going to talk into this lavalier microphone, and you can see the audio level going up and down as I'm talking right there on the receiver. If you're in a situation at an event where you need to capture the audio that someone is putting into one of these microphones in two different places, say for instance into a PA system for people to hear on site, and then also into a camera for recording, then you can actually put two receivers on the same channel to capture that signal in two locations. I'm going to show you how to do that. So we have two receivers right here. They're both currently on different channels, and you can tell by looking right there on the screen that it has the number. So this one's currently at 495.050, and this one is currently at 488.100. Now, to get these onto the same channel, we're going to open it up and hit the Set button to go to the menu. And then we're going to use these arrows here to navigate the menu. And we're going to find Advanced, and then press Set to open the Advanced menu. And the first thing that comes up in the Advanced menu is Tune. So we're going to hit Set onto that. And then we're going to have the menu where we can change the number for the frequency. So say if this one right here, this orange one, is already hooked up to my microphone right here, then I'll see that this one is at 488, 100. So then I will just take our second one and move it down to 488, and then press Set, and then go over to the second set of digits and go to 100, and then Set, and it'll give me a message on the screen saying stored. And then we can press the on/off to exit the menu. And now, if we put these right next to each other and we talk into our microphone, we can see right here that the signal is coming through on both of these receivers right here, so that we can have one microphone signal going to two places at the same time. And now one of these cables could go into a camera, and another one could go into a PA or an audio mixer, and then we would be able to have the sound going two places. One thing to note when using this wireless microphone system is that if you have your receiver plugged into a speaker or PA or something, and then you go to turn off your microphones after the event has concluded, if you turn off the microphone pack first before your receiver, then sometimes you get a static sound that comes through quite loudly into your speakers from the receiver. So to avoid this, we recommend either making sure that you have muted or turned down the volume on your pot before starting to disconnect your microphones, or to simply turn off the receiver first and then go on to the actual microphone itself to avoid any of that interference noise going through your speakers and causing a disturbance. I'm Nick from North Andover Cam, and if you want any more information about community television, North Andover Cam, or some more tutorials on how to use video production equipment, you can visit northandovercam.org.